Joe Paterno.
Meeting like the myth, the legend kind of thing. You know what I mean? You have your Joe Paternos, your Bobby Bowdens, your Nick Sabans, Les Miles, those kind of guys. And when you see them in person, like, man, it's just like an aura that they have.
But runs down the floor, and then I think he either got a dunk or like an and one coming off there, like a pick and roll or something. But it was awesome to see like how he's really maturing and completing as a player.
Obviously, doesn't have the accolades that Tom Brady does, but we're pretty much getting a Tom Brady. When he went to the Bucs, that's what's happening. We're getting a guy who's at the end of his career.
Attitude with I mean, dude, we thought Big Ben was a diva. There is no one probably in this NFL world that you can think of that would probably match what Aaron Rodgers brings when it comes to being a diva.
You are listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast, a podcast by diehard fans for fans. Mark covers all things Penn State football and the Pittsburgh Steelers, as well as anything related to the sports and fitness world. Tune in weekly to listen to a couple of dedicated fans talk about these topics without filters. Thank you for listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast.
My bad. Welcome back in, everybody, to another episode of the Mark Lesko Podcast. Joined by Brett Cable once again to talk Penn State football. We're going to talk the number 2 ranking, and Michigan got some sanctions. So we're going to talk about both of those. Number 2 ranking, that's a big deal. And Michigan, they didn't get really any punishment for the alleged cheating that they did. So, you compare it to what we got, my goodness.
Unbelievable.
And what happened at Penn State had nothing to do with wins or losses. So, but anyway, number 2 ranking, McQuarrie's in the thumbnail. I did that purposely because it'll probably piss some people off. Mike McQuarrie was the quarterback the last time Penn State. So the last time Penn State was number 2, I was 4 years old. I'm now 32, almost 33. Brett was 5 or 6.
Yeah.
They had, I'm going to pull up the roster from that year because, all right. So that year, it was a good year. They went into the season. Well, I guess they were they were number 1 when they started the season. So they were undefeated going to the Michigan game. So it was 1, 2, 3. They were 7-0 going into Michigan. Michigan smoked them 34-8. Woodson won the Heisman that year, and that was just overall it was they fell off the wagon. They had a 2-loss season, lost at Michigan State. They came back and beat Purdue and Wisconsin, and then they lost in the Citrus Bowl to Florida. I remember they lost to the old ball coach Steve Spurrier.
Yeah,
that was an interesting season. But I remember the earliest games I remember was in '99. I was like 5 or 6 years old. That's the earliest games I remember. But 97 was just as polarizing of a season. The roster, they had Curtis Enos, who was a 6th overall pick in the 98 draft. They had Chaffee Fields. They had Joe Jaravicius, who was, I believe, a 2nd-round pick. McQuarrie, he went on to play in the NFL for a short time. LeVar Arrington, Courtney Brown, Brandon Short. I mean, they had a stacked roster. It was a good roster.
Yeah.
And Charles Woodson in that game, I'm going to pull up the box score. Charles Woodson just had an insane game. It was off the charts how good he won. He went on to win the Heisman. They were basically national champions that year, Michigan. I think they went undefeated, I believe. But
I love Charles Woodson. Obviously, he was a
Yeah.
Raider, so big fan.
Yeah, and he beat the Steelers in the Super Bowl in 2011. He's on the Packers.
Yeah.
But that was doesn't look like they have a box score, unfortunately. But that's how long ago it was, man. I mean, McQuarrie coached at Penn State for years, and they are now number 2. So Penn State is close to being number 1. They were like 3. I think it was like Joe Korsich messaged me. He said that they were like 5 votes away from being first or something like that.
Yeah, three or five, something like that.
Texas had 25. We had 23. So it's interesting because so I'll pull up the full rankings here. What is, again, interesting about this is Texas number 1. I mean, you can expect that.
Mm-hmm.
Arch Manning, Anthony Hill Jr., I think they got on the defense. They got some weapons on the offense for sure. I'm not surprised by this. Penn State, I think they should be number 1 just based off the talent that they have. But,
Yeah.
you know, you have a Manning as your quarterback. You know, it's kind of hard to not make that number 1, if that makes sense. And then Ohio State had 3. All right. This is where it kind of gets a little interesting for me because they're unproven. I mean, they lost 12 guys to the draft. They bring back Jeremiah Smith. I mean, they lost a bunch of guys. And they have Julian Sand, basically a freshman 5-star quarterback. And at running back, I don't think they have really much either. Nothing against Ohio State, but they're 3, so they're ranked pretty high. And then Clemson, you would almost think Clemson would be 3 because they're projected to be one of the best teams in the country.
They're loaded with talent, yeah.
Robert Woods. They could have at least 2 first-round picks on that team.
They have 3 legit receivers. Yep, they have a defense. TJ Parks, defensive end. Woods, the defensive tackle. Yeah, they're pretty stacked. And Cade Klubnik was really good last year, so people can say what they want, but he was pretty solid. But look,
like
it's
Woods,
5 points. See, he was 5 points away.
Like Woods, he's probably gonna be a top 5 pick. That's how good he is. And then you got Georgia, who I think it should be like Texas. I think ultimately I understand Texas. So I'll just say Texas number 1, Penn State 2, Clemson 3. I even think Georgia should be above Ohio State. But I would say Texas, Penn State, Clemson, Ohio State, I guess, Georgia, Notre Dame's high. They're always high.
I think
Oregon,
Ohio State always figures it out somewhat every year, so I think that's why it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense at 3. I get your side of it too. Like, they did lose a lot, but they're getting the benefit of the doubt, right? Because they're Ohio
absolutely.
State. That's why they got the benefit of the doubt. And that's
Oregon number 7. Again, I understand that they got Nico coming in. Dan Lanning's a great coach.
Yeah.
They got Bama at 8, of course. Again, they have. I was looking at their quarterback roster.
Ty Simpson.
They have. So Simpson is the starter, and then they got Austin Mack and I forget the third guy. Austin Mack's a 4-star. Ty Simpson was a 5, and then their third string was the second quarterback in his class, a 5-star guy. They're stacked at quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Ty Simpson, he's a 4th or 5th year senior. Finally got his opportunity. He stayed there, sat behind Alabama. What was his name? Quarterback for Alabama
last year.
Yeah.
Crap. Drawing a blank here. We know it. It's just.
I want to say Joe Milton, but it's not. It's Jalen Milroe. Jalen Milroe.
Yeah. Was Keelan Russell the 5-star, the freshman?
I think so.
Keelan Russell.
I think it's Keelan Russell.
He's a top quarterback, if that's who it is. I'm thinking about.
It's they have a bunch of quarterbacks. Keelan Russell, yeah.
Okay.
Freshman 5-star from Texas.
He's going to be good, yeah. In a year or two.
Then you got LSU. By the way, if you guys haven't seen Any Given Saturday, definitely watch it. It's pretty good. Not that you need to give the SEC more respect, but you just get that more in-depth of a view into the SEC, and
yeah,
it's a stacked conference. LSU at 9, Miami 10. I think it's Miami, Notre Dame in week 1. Arizona State, Illinois, South Carolina, with their quarterback is Sellers.
South Carolina Sellers.
Lenore Sellers wears the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar glasses.
Yeah.
And then Michigan at 14, which, again, like, holy crap, man. Like, that's high. But they got Bryce Underwood coming in. Florida with Florida has – all right, so Nussmeier's at LSU. They got DJ Lagaway.
Yeah.
Does Florida.
Yeah.
And then you've got
Carson Beck,
SMU,
Miami.
Carson Beck in Miami. Got SMU, K-State, Oklahoma, A&M, Indiana, Ole Miss, Iowa State, Texas Tech, Tennessee, Boise. So, at the end of the year, man, just looking at this top 25, I think Tennessee will be in there. Oklahoma could be, there's so much opportunity here, but Florida could be. I mean, Oklahoma, they got a good quarterback too, the Venmo guy.
John Mateer.
I think it's going to be Texas, Penn State, Clemson, Georgia. You pretty much always give them a shot because they're Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Notre Dame, we'll see. We'll see about Ohio State. We'll see about Notre Dame. Oregon, I think, will be in.
The fun thing about, I was going to say, a fun thing about Notre Dame is John Minchie, or whatever his name is. Minchie is his name. He's apparently got the edge right now on CJ Carr, the guy they thought was going to be the starter. So we'll see.
I think we could see about Miami. We'll see. South Carolina, I think, might be in the hunt. Florida could be in the hunt.
Yeah.
Illinois could be too. Indiana, they could be a sleeper. Nebraska could be a sleeper.
Michigan's going to go 8-4. So
Ole Miss, Michigan, Michigan. So, looking at the top 12 at the end of the year, it could be 1 for Texas, 2 Penn State, Clemson 3, Georgia 4, Oregon 5, LSU 6. I guess Bama at 7, and then Florida could be 8, could be Oklahoma at 9, Indiana 10, Tennessee could be in there 11, and then you know what I mean. So that's what the top 12 could look like. You always have sleepers in there. Like, at least one team is going to make it. That's not a big name school.
There's going to be a surprise team or two in there. Yep.
Stupid Stuff, welcome back. Said Florida is trash. Thank you, Stupid Stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That is not Stupid Stuff, what he said.
They have a very hard schedule again, too, so it's going to be tough. Even if they're decent, it's going to be hard to tell because they're going to lose 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see how they do. But, all these teams, they got potential. Like Florida got a good quarterback. Oklahoma, they got a good quarterback. Tennessee's got a good quarterback. I think Aaron Noland is their quarterback, isn't he? Tennessee?
No, Tennessee might be. Dude, Tennessee might have a rough sledding because they got Joey Aguilar from Appalachian State. And he went from Appalachian State to UCLA, and then UCLA flip-flop quarterbacks, remember? Because Nico Elamabe, whatever his name is, went to UCLA. So Joey Aguilar, I don't know how good he's going to be at Tennessee. Tennessee lost a lot of players.
So Joey Aguilar. Where's Aaron Noland? I thought he must have did he transfer, Aaron Noland?
Aaron Noland transferred. Where did he transfer to?
He's at South Carolina, so
okay. He's going to be behind Sellers then, yeah.
Wow, I was wrong. He was at Ohio State.
He was at Ohio State.
And then he went to South Carolina. So I could have sworn he was at Tennessee at some point, but I guess not. But
Hey, South Carolina's a good spot for him, really, because Sellers
yeah,
is going to go to the draft after this year. So
yeah, he could.
it's a good spot for him.
But you got Tennessee. You got Joey Aguilar, Jake Merklinger, George McIntyre. So yeah, we'll see how it plays out this year. Watch out for Texas A&M. Yep, that's another team too, for sure.
Marcel Reed, right? Marcel.
But again, just looking at this top 25, man, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. I don't think Notre Dame will be – we're going to find out week one. Whoever wins week one between Miami and Notre Dame, I think at the end of the year, you're going to see one of those teams in the playoff.
It's a big game.
Notre Dame's got a relatively tough schedule. They got A&M, they got Miami. Then
week one's going to be fantastic to watch, too. I can't wait.
And then they got Full Sail University and the Secretarial School of the Blind. And I think they got a high school team in there too, because that's Notre Dame. That's how they schedule. But yeah, again, who knows how it's going to work out. I mean, Penn State, last year they almost lost to Bowling Green, and then they're one play away from going to the national title. So, that's what good teams do. They might have a bad game early on, but then they bounce back and make a run.
But then people realize how good Bowling Green was once they played Texas A&M. Texas A&M struggled with them too.
Yeah. So you've got the usual suspects there in the top 25. Texas A&M will beat Notre Dame. I pray to God that Notre Dame loses.
Yeah, I hope to. I'm rooting for Texas A&M all day. Let's go. I'm a big Aggies fan right now because of that.
But Texas, Penn State, Ohio State, Clemson, Georgia, Notre Dame, Oregon, Bama, LSU, Miami. I mean, that makes sense. Top 10 makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Landon Tangwell talked about it. He did a video on it, a good video.
Yeah.
And just looking at the different schedules and how they break down and how our schedule breaks down, we'll see how it plays out, man. I mean, we'll go through the schedule right now. Because that's kind of a headline. I got there to my left. That's the schedule. I got one tonight. I went to the All Sports Museum there at Beaver Stadium and got a bunch of schedules. That's the poster there. It's a blueprint for the stadium. Michigan is all about you don't play football on paper. Watch. Michigan is all about you don't play.
I'm not sure what it's trying to say.
So, Tice, you think Michigan will be good? Because I have confidence in them. I'd much rather see them win than Ohio State all day.
I mean, they could go 9-3, but what weapons does Bryce Underwood even have? If Bryce Underwood starts, they're not they don't have glorified insane receivers there. They have the same type of talent receiver that we have the last couple of years. Let's be honest here. So I don't know.
Going through Ohio State's schedule.
Going to the Big Ten championship. I mean, I wouldn't bet on it. I mean, I wouldn't want to lose money betting on that. But if you want to bet on it, it's probably a good money grab if you do win. Probably win.
Ohio State, they got number one Texas starting out. Michigan has no skill guys. Yeah, Michigan is going to the Big Ten championship.
Yeah, they don't have skill guys right now, dude. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they won't, but right now, who do they have? Mashad, that Morgan guy's pretty good. He's fast, but I don't know who else they have. We'll see.
Tice, are you a Michigan fan? So Ohio State has Texas at home week 1, Grambling, Ohio, at Washington, Minnesota, at Illinois, Wisconsin, Penn State, Purdue, UCLA, Rutgers, Michigan. So they got a pretty favorable schedule. I don't think they're going to have too much trouble with I think Texas wins against Ohio State week 1.
It's in Columbus, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be tough, man, for
it's at noon. Ohio State fans said they're scared. They don't want to play at night. I wouldn't want to play at night either. Why would I do that?
You should have.
Wide receivers are most overrated players on the field. You win national championships in the trenches. Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's
Very
true, but you still need receivers, man. Like what happened to Penn State last year, man. We would have went to the chip if we had a receiver or two. So,
Yep.
I mean, it's both, really. I mean, you need a skill guy. They'll probably be good at running back. They always are decent, but
And then Texas' schedule, they're at Ohio State. They got San Jose State, UTEP, Sam Houston, Florida, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Mississippi State, Vanderbilt. I mean, Vanderbilt, that's a tough game. They got Pavia coming back.
yeah.
You know, Vanderbilt's an up-and-coming program for sure. At
Yeah.
Georgia, Arkansas, Texas A&M. I mean, they got a tough schedule, man. Like,
Yeah,
I
Diego's
would not-
like 29 now, so yeah, he's chilling. He's like 5'8". He's like my height.
yeah,
short
he's
as well.
Texas will beat Ohio State. I hope so. Stupid stuff.
I think we
Ty-
all pray that happens, but yeah, we'll see.
Tice, are you a Michigan fan? Georgia, okay, Clemson, looking at their schedule. They've got LSU, Troy. They've got at Georgia Tech, Syracuse, North Carolina, Boston College, SMU, Duke, Florida State. So they're at South Carolina. So their schedule, you know, they start and end with like could be what should be tough teams.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting look into
Yeah.
things too. And then you've got Georgia. So Ladd McConkey.
Ladd McConkey was really good. Dude, they had like 3 white receivers that were really good and insane tight ends. And let's not talk about how good Georgia's defense was in 2021. What was it, 2020? Their defenses they're on the Philadelphia Eagles right now.
Exactly. Yeah. The Eagles
I mean-
they're like literally 3 of their 11 starters are from Georgia, all first-round picks. Georgia's got Marshall, Austin P at Tennessee, Alabama, Kentucky, Auburn, Ole Miss, Florida, Mississippi State, Texas, and Charlotte, and Georgia Tech. I mean, that's a really tough schedule too.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, they've got at Miami, Texas A&M, so they're starting 0-2. Purdue, Arkansas, Boise, NC State, USC, Boston College. Of course, they have Navy. They're at Full Sail University. Then they've got the local high school team, and then they play at a engineering school. So
yeah, we play that high school team next year. So
wow, that's a tough schedule, Notre Dame.
Fran Brown's a good coach. You got to give him that. He's a good coach. I like him.
Ladd McConkey, he's on Tice said watch Michigan defense this year.
Yeah, it'll be good. It's good every year.
Again,
who was the
Tice,
other
are
white
you a
guy?
Michigan fan? Can you answer our question?
Yes. Ladd McConkey, there was another white guy who was really good the year before, right?
He's on who's he on?
We're trying to think of the guy's name. We're drawing a blank on it. Ladd McConkey, though, he's on I forget where he went. I'm going to look it up.
He's on
Well, yeah, Brock Bowers, obviously, yeah, but Brock Bowers
Ladd
was generation.
McConkey is on the Chargers. Who did he play for?
Georgia. That's why we mentioned them, because
Georgia. Right.
He
Yep,
said
yep.
they said Georgia didn't have receivers. Ladd McConkey was really good.
Brock Bowers.
And then they had
All right. Then you've got where am I right now? All right. So Oregon has Montana State, Oklahoma State, at Northwestern, Oregon State, at Penn State, Indiana, Rutgers, Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, USC. USC could be a sleeper, but man, that's not a hard schedule. Georgia won national championship because of trenches. Stop it.
Who's your team? Can you please just tell us who your team is? And we wanted that.
Georgia won. Well, he didn't say that. He didn't disagree with you. He just said that you need skill guys.
Their defense was generational, man. That might have been the best defense we've ever seen.
He's just saying you need skill guys too. I mean, not every team can get away without having skill guys. Some teams can. Georgia could, but their defense was unbelievable.
Insane.
And then LSU, Alabama, Miami. So these teams have tough schedules, man. But yeah, like I said, back left there, that's the new football poster with the schedule. It's a blueprint because they're rebuilding the stadium right now. So again, our schedule is tough. I mean, Nevada, well, not the first 3 weeks, but Nevada, FIU, Villanova, Oregon, at UCLA, Northwestern, Iowa, Ohio State, Indiana, Michigan State, Nebraska. I mean, that's a tough schedule, man. Whiteout, Oregon. Again, Nico is at UCLA. Who did I say Nico was on? Oregon. Oregon has Dante Moore. Nico is at UCLA. So we're at Nico's school, UCLA. Iowa is always tough.
Yeah.
Terrible place that is. At Ohio State, historically terrible for us. Indiana could be good. Nebraska could be good. Michigan State, tough for us as well. Rutgers, man, who knows? Man, we could lose to Rutgers for the first time in history. We'll see. Nervous about Nebraska and Iowa. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But that's our schedule. So, at the end of the day, some schedules harder than others. Ours is not easy. And, we'll see how it shakes out. But I think it's pretty good overall top 25, pretty good overall top 10. So, again, first time, the highest we've been ranked preseason since 97. 97, we were number 1. 99, we were number 4. Number 4. 94, I don't know if we were even ranked going into that year. 05 again, started unranked, ended up number 3 in the final polls. 2017 started out, we were up at number 2 at one point, and then I think we started out at 4 that year or something like that. And then 2018, I think we came in ranked pretty high. 2019, I think 2019 was the year we came in. We beat Idaho 79-7. Mac Hippenhammer fumbled that punt, and that's how they got their touchdown because they were horrible.
He's a Michigan fan.
Go Blue. Idaho team. All right.
Go Blue.
All right, Tice. I like Michigan. I don't dislike Michigan. I hate Ohio State. So, but
to answer your question, Tice, George Pickens was on Georgia's roster, so you got to remember that George Pickens was really good in college. So and now.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He was one of the best. All right, so the schedule reveal. But yeah, to go into number 2, man, it's pretty crazy. That's a really high ranking. I mean, and to be that close to being number 1 is insane. So we'll see. But Tice, stay on for the episode, man. We're going to talk about Michigan and their sanctions here soon. But the schedule comes out. It's a poster. Nevada, FIU, Villanova, Oregon, at UCLA, Northwestern, Iowa, Ohio State, Indiana, Michigan State, Nebraska, Rutgers. So then they got some wording in there too.
Oh, Go PSG Sports posted it. That's why I didn't see it. I went to Penn State.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought the football page was.
Cade Connors is back. I think. What's up, Cade?
Bro, those construction workers, man, they got to be probably some of the best in the world to be working on Beaver Stadium.
Oh yeah, they're insane.
Cade, question: my dark horse is Illinois to sneak in the playoffs. You can see this happening, or is that a dumb take? Nope, that's very possible. I kind of just said that. Bielema's a great coach. Historically, he's always been good. He struggled down there in Arkansas. Obviously, it's the SEC, but Jerry Jones is a close friend of theirs, and they played in Dallas Stadium a lot. But no, that's not a bad take. And Illinois could definitely be a dark horse. Indiana too. Nebraska, they could all be dark horses.
Let me look at their schedule quick because
second half of schedule is no joke. No, it's not.
They're going to have to upset somebody to get. They're going to have to beat USC. That would be considered an upset, even though USC's down right now. They're going to have to beat Indiana, Washington. They have a pretty tough schedule. I mean, yeah, Ohio State. It's possible. Or they'll just go 9-3 or 10-2 again. Like, I don't know.
Who?
Illinois. They got to beat somebody that they're not supposed to beat.
I do think that they're going to be a pretty decent team.
Yeah. They got the big running back, Keegan.
I think they could definitely be a sleeper. So, it's just
they lost their receivers, so we'll see what they have.
I mean, they're ranked that high for a reason. I mean, I remember in I think it was 07, 06. I think it was Illinois. They were ranked number 5 going into the season.
Yeah.
And this team is kind of reminiscent of that. Illinois could definitely be, a good team. I mean, they come in at number 12. They start out with Illinois, Western Illinois. Matt Rule year 3 is always this is where he kind of kicks it in now.
Yeah.
He could be, this could be a good team as well. Start out with Western Illinois, Friday night, Duke, Western Michigan, Indiana, USC, Purdue, Ohio State. Ohio State will be a good game because, again, we don't know how they're going to do, how they're going to be, how they're going to perform, what their record's going to be. Illinois could beat them. That's at home.
Yeah.
Indiana would be a tough game. But, yeah, dude, I think going into Ohio State, they could be undefeated. And then the rest of the schedule, again, they should be fine. So they could definitely be a 1 or 2 loss team.
Yeah. This year's Indiana is probably going to be Nebraska, like you said. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, Nebraska could easily be a sleeper, and they're not ranked. So we'll see, man. We'll see how they do too. But it's just overall, it's going to be a fun season. It's going to be entertaining as hell. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So with us being at number 2, it makes sense. A lot of pressure, but this team, man, this team does feel different to me in the sense that I don't think that they don't really care where they're ranked. It's 1-0 mentality every week, and they're going into every game, and I think they could easily dominate every team they play in the regular season. And then depending if they play in the Big Ten title, we could see Michigan in the Big Ten title.
I hope we do, because we don't play them till next year. We didn't play them last year. So if we don't see them in the Big Ten title, that's 3 years without playing Michigan. And that just seems – it's not right. You know what I mean? We have to play them.
Yeah.
So I hope we do. Tice. We'll see.
All right. Was it 2005?
Also, a sleeper in the Big Ten, guys. Watch out for Washington, man. Desmond Williams, there's a lot of hype under their quarterback. Amari Evans went there, so he's probably wide receiver 3 there, but they could be a sleeper. Watch out for Washington.
Yeah.
Jeb Fish is a good coach, so.
Washington too.
Yep.
So I think that's about it for that.
Yeah.
So to get into the sanctions that Michigan faced, we weren't sure what they would get, and they ended up getting what they got, which is, they also got Peter Bork at quarterback. He committed to Michigan.
Which sucks because we were in the lead for him and then fell off a cliff. I don't know. But good luck to Peter Bork at Michigan. We'll get somebody. Not worried.
All right. I'm going to pull it up. So, Michigan received a $20 million fine. We'll kind of compare it to Penn State and what they faced sanction-wise. So, gosh darn it. I thought did we send it to each other? Is that where the
I think I sent it to you. Let me see.
official
A couple pages
sanction?
posted it, so.
We might have sent it to the Penn State page.
Oh, it's on 3. College football has it.
All right, so
That's not it. It's the wrong one.
all right. They got $20 million fine and postseason football revenue over the next 2 seasons. Head coach Jerome Moore will receive an additional 1-game suspension on top of the school's self-imposed 2-game ban for weeks 3 and 4. Jim Harbaugh and Connor Stallions hit with show cause penalties. So, former Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh will receive a 10-year show cause penalty, and Connor Stallions will receive an 8-year show cause penalty. Yeah, they confirmed that was him.
Which was obvious.
Why NCAA elected not to give Michigan postseason ban? The panel determined what the hell? Is that a dude right there? The panel determined that a postseason ban would unfairly penalize student athletes for the sanctions of coaches and staff who are no longer associated with Michigan football program. All right, well, they didn't do that for Penn State, so F you, NCAA. All right, so Michigan will also appeal. So, again, to kind of compare this right now, all right, Penn State got a $60 million fine. They got postseason bowl ban for 4 years, even though it only lasted 3. This is the fakest story ever. This ain't baseball. What is fake? Penn State got scholarships taken away. You could immediately transfer. Penn State got hit way worse, and that had nothing to do with wins or losses. So they damn near got the death penalty.
Yeah.
Compared to Michigan, who literally cheated and got caught. They were dumb enough to get caught because Ohio State started all of it. They got the idea from Ohio State. I said that in a post today, and of course, people came at me about that. Michigan is expected to face $20 million fine, so that's not a lot of money.
And from what I heard, is the $20 million is not even coming out of their pockets. It's postseason payouts that Penn State got in the playoff. If Michigan gets postseason payouts, it's going to go towards that. So, like, they're not even paying for it, dude. Like, what are we talking about here?
Like, if Michigan and Ohio State, Illinois dominate this year, they're going to get more money. But he'll receive an additional 1-game suspension. So he's going to be off for 3 games. And I believe they start, like, after the Oklahoma game or something because Jerome Moore played at Oklahoma or something like that. Yeah. So, again, I'm not a Michigan fan, but I love that they didn't get too heavy of sanctions because, again, they're not the only ones that did it. They didn't start the damn thing. They didn't. If you watch the Netflix documentary, which Netflix isn't always the best source for information, but
yeah,
if you watch the Netflix documentary, Connor Stallions said, "I got the idea from Ohio State." So I'm pretty sure that's what his quote was. He's like, "I saw Ohio State doing it, so I was like, let's do it better." So they got caught. But, at the end of the day, man, they keep beating Ohio State. 4 years and counting.
Yeah.
I love it. So please, Michigan, keep doing that. And if you cheated, which they must have, and it worked, and they won a national title, and they've beaten Michigan for 4 years. This year they didn't cheat, and they still beat Ohio State in their own house. So Michigan is actually officially the national champions of 2025. So congratulations to Michigan. You guys are national champions. You beat the national champions in their own house. And Michigan was not even close to being as good as Ohio State, and they beat them. So Michigan, you are the national champions of last year. So congratulations. How in the hell do you cheated in Tice? You got to learn how to spell, dude. What the hell are you doing? How in the hell do you cheated in football? Referees can cheat. Football is about moving people and tackling. I played football my whole life. Knock off. This was about Jim Harbaugh. All right. We'll try to translate that. All right. You cheated. Football referees can cheat. Football is about. Okay. So basically, it was about Jim Harbaugh, is what he's saying.
Shouldn't be.
Which is true. And Harbaugh, the NFL is not going to pursue Harbaugh in any way for the Michigan cheating scandal, but he did get a 10-year show clause, which means he can't be a part of college football for 10 years. And Connor Stallions, not that he was ever going to be in college football again anyway, but he has an 8-year show clause. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'm driving, my friend. All right, well, that's even more reason not to be messaging us right now.
Yeah. Pennsylvania, you can't even be on your phone while you're driving now at all. It's illegal.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they do in Michigan, but my only argument on this, though, is, and I think most people can agree with me, what Michigan got, they're condoning that. This is fine. This is no big deal. People can do it. That's what I don't agree with is, this isn't, crazy they're part. Not doing anything. There's no punishment. That's not a punishment. So,
but Tice, we appreciate the comments regardless, man.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, that is the thing about it, is they're like, okay, if you cheat,
it's okay.
If you cheat like this, and that's some serious cheating, like that's some real deal cheating, like kudos to Michigan. You can basically get away with it. That's the crazy part about it, is you can literally cheat and get nothing for it. I mean, they got away with this totally.
Buy us a pack of gum and sit out a few games. That's what they.
$20 million, one more game suspension for the head coach, who, okay. Sharon Morris turned into an actual good handoff coach. I mean, he beat Ohio State in his first season, beat Alabama in the bowl game.
Yeah.
So football is about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but if you know what play they're doing, because Connor Stallions legit went to their games and got that's taking it too far. Yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, Tice is saying, I think that you got to, I don't care if Michigan was cheating or not. Penn State should beat them at home in 23, and they didn't.
Yeah, you're still condoning it, though. That's
They're still condoning it.
You're still wrong, Tice, but it's fine. Thanks for commenting.
Yeah. Not baseball.
We're not talking about baseball. This is football. It's a football show.
Yeah, I think he's saying that at the end of the day, you got to win. Baseball, there was cheating. That's different. But
different sport, yeah.
I'm kind of being Tice's translator right now. But at the end of the day, what they gave them, again, it was nothing, and they got away with it, man. My goodness, Sharon Moore's out one more game. Wow, my goodness.
Do you want to see a wild post about this?
It's going to make him dizzy. Tony Petitti is baseball commissioner. Dude, what are you talking about?
He used to be a baseball guy, yeah, but
yeah. So
look what I just sent you. TND, you heard of TND? He's on Instagram. He says $20 million fine for a national championship. I mean, that's how much Ohio State paid for their football team last year. So can we call it even? That's crazy. Isn't that funny? That's pretty funny. I
Yeah.
laugh. We call it even. It's crazy.
Well, they said that. Like I said, last year I said Ohio State was the highest paid roster in college football, and of course they were quick to. I had to correct myself on that one. $20 million fine for a national championship. I mean, that's how much Ohio State paid for their football. I paused it. Stop moving. That's how much Ohio State paid for their
football roster. Can we call it
football?
even?
I mean,
it's funny though.
$20 million for a national title in general, like that's not bad at all. And it's over 2 years. I mean, they even gave him a Klarna pay plan. They used Klarna for the fine, so it works out. NCAA too scared now because NCAA have so much lawsuit. Yeah, 100%. But
they don't have time for it.
Cade's a Notre Dame fan. At the end of the day, I wish Notre Dame the best. I do. Not all your fans are terrible. About 80% of them are terrible.
Yeah, it's
but the 20% that aren't. The 20% that aren't are all alumni, and they're probably old and know better. So that's why. Dude, I have Fox on right now on my TV, and there's this reporter that's on TV right now. She's very pretty. It's got me distracted a little bit. But Trump is in Russia right now. You guys don't know football. All right, sounds good. All right, so
you know baseball. We know that, but if you want to join a baseball podcast, just type it in YouTube and ask if you can join.
Dude, we literally said nothing to disagree with you, and you said we don't know football. I don't even know what we said to make us think we don't know football. But
he said cheating's fine at Michigan. We didn't do it, but cheating's fine. So,
Tice, you don't know how to spell, so or form coherent sentences. But so that's it, man. I mean, they got away with it. They literally got away with it. It's crazy. Those sanctions are nothing. I'd be interested to hear what Matt says because Matt's they cheated. They're going to get sanctions.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he thought they'd be way worse than this. I mean, I'm talking you cheat like that, you get a $60 million fine at the minimum. You get a postseason bowl ban for 3-4 years. You get reduced scholarships. I mean, they could have gotten it way worse. I think they also got some scholarship or recruiting sanctions too, where there's a certain window where they can't recruit or something like that.
Yeah. So
they also got that, but they got away with it, man. That's crazy. I mean, at the end of the day, we got this team who they I mean, dude, does it get worse than that? That you know what I mean? That cheating, does it get worse? Don't be a keyboard warrior. Yes, I agree, Tice. That you shouldn't be a keyboard warrior. Stop doing that.
You're the one typing. We're talking.
Yeah.
But this is verbal.
Yep. So I don't think it gets worse than that.
Status right now? Don't be all right.
In terms of cheating, I don't think it gets worse. And again, I wasn't sure what sanctions they were going to get, but they did get them, and I thought they'd be way worse than this. So, wow, that's a crazy story, man. I mean, I think this is an underrated story. The fact that they got this. I mean, and again, that's it. That's all they got, and it's not nothing else.
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh is laughing his way at the strip club right now. He doesn't care. So
I'm keeping football. Period. That's great. Yeah, Harbaugh, pretty odd guy. Told the Chargers he remembers the day he was born. He's looking out the window. I compare him to Jim Carrey. He's just he's an odd guy, man.
Yeah, he's not.
He is an odd guy. I like him, but he's an odd guy. So he's going to do well in the NFL. The Chargers, they might, I don't know what it is about who's their quarterback, the Chargers?
Justin Herbert?
Yeah, so Justin Herbert, man, I don't know what it is about him, but I think they might even they might need like a different quarterback to like succeed because it's just not really working out for him. I mean, he's so good, he's so talented, but
He's
it's just
good.
not really working out for him. But you know, we'll see how it plays out in the NFL for Jim Harbaugh. But you know, end of the day, we start number 2, highest rankings in 97. Michigan gets away with cheating, basically. Keep beating Ohio State. Please, God, keep that road sign up that has the days counting down.
Yeah.
They have a day tally of how many days it's been since Michigan beat or Ohio State beat Michigan, and it's like 4 years. It's like 1,500 days since Ohio State beat Michigan, which is absolutely lovely. I love it. So, you have anything else to say, Brett? There was one other thing that I wanted to bring up. I forget what it was.
Jim Knowles. Yeah, Jim Knowles, the defensive coordinator at Penn State now. He was talking about some young freshmen on Penn State's defensive line who might be able to step up. He was calling Chaz Coleman, the true freshman. He's from Ohio, actually. 6'4", 245 defensive end. He was calling him the Chazmanian Devil. So that's pretty telling that he's going to play. And then Ivan Kamaju, true freshman as well. And then Terry Smith right here.
Terry Smith said that Penn State quarterbacks coach Terry Smith believes that he may have his strongest group in over a decade. We're pretty talented. My corner room, I think, is the best I've had in 12 years. I have 4 guys that could start anywhere in the Big Ten or SEC. I mean, that's an insane take. You know, that's a true take.
Yeah.
That's an insane thing to say in a good way. And Terry played for Penn State. He was a good player. He's Justin King's father, stepfather, raised Justin King. He knows defensive backs. He knows football. He's basically a head coach. And he's saying this about the secondary. So that's fantastic. I love to see it.
Jim Knowles actually said Terry Smith runs that cornerback room better than any other coach runs any other room in the country that he's seen. So big praise from Jim Knowles.
Donovan Edwards and Blake Corum ran all over Penn State in 22. That was actually in 23. Did they do that in 22 as well, I guess? Donovan Edwards, Blake Corum ran over Penn State in 2022. I guess that's about sign stealing. This ain't baseball. Yeah, it is about sign stealing, dude. It is.
That was Manny Diaz's first year.
Honestly, I don't know how else to say this. Like, we're speaking plain English. Yes, sign stealing helps you run better. It helps you do everything better. Sign stealing literally helps you move the ball down the field. So yes, it is sign stealing. Like, what is there something we're saying that you don't understand? Like
just because Michigan as a whole is in denial doesn't mean that the fans have to be too. Like, you know, like you guys are brainwashed from the top down. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how else to say this. Sign stealing helps you run the ball better. I mean,
100%.
How does it not?
You know what play's being called.
And the same for baseball. Sign stealing makes it easier. I mean, I don't know how else to I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, it helps for sure.
Focus on the road.
But you got away with it, so it doesn't matter. We move on.
Yeah.
So Deion Sanders don't know football. Nope, he doesn't. All right, Brett, you ready? We good?
Yeah.
All right, guys. We will see you on the next episode, which will be we'll start doing 2 a week here soon. We'll probably start that like week 1 or something going into Nevada.
Week 0. We could do week 0. It's like some
week 0
football happening. Yeah.
Yeah, week 0 is a week away, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Next
week 0 is a week away. The season officially starts like the 27th, I think, or the 28th.
Yeah.
And then first big Saturday is the 30th. That's in 2 weeks. And
learn football. We're
all right, man. Sounds football. Good. We're gonna go learn some football right now.
Football.
Just because you said that, we're going to go learn football. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so that's what we'll be doing going forward. But going to have Matt from Penn State Jerseys on again. Probably have Austin on again at some point. And then, keep an eye out for Jared's Steelers and Pirates coverage. He's been doing that pretty much twice a week for a while now. Keep an eye out for that. Jared will be covering the Steelers this season, I think once or twice a week.
Yep.
And then the Pirates as well. Jared somehow covers the Pirates. He loves the Pirates. He knows a lot about the Pirates. He talks the Pirates on this podcast, and that's you deserve a war medal for that. So, good job, Jared. But all right, guys, we will see you next week. Brett and I are probably going to go play NCAA now. So,
yep.
You guys have a good night.
See you, Tice. Look up sign stealing. I'll send
See you, Cade. Thanks for commenting. Tice, please send us a book on football so we can learn more.
Yeah, we'd love to learn about football. We just started the show yesterday, actually. So
yeah.
We're still learning. Please give us some time.
Yeah, dude, Brett and I know nothing. We just have 600 subscribers for sympathy. So, see you guys.
See you guys.